Hello and welcome, everyone. We are so excited to have you for this very, very special Power Forum. It came together very quickly, and we are so grateful that all of you have made the effort in your day today to join us. We have a special guest, a community member of our own, Lucas Diaz, who will be presenting, and we want to share about an incredible opportunity for all of you to participate in upcoming. So I'm going to hand it off to Nyasha, who is one of our board members, to be able to share a little bit about what is going to happen. So, we'll walk through just what our he's going to level set for us what the opportunity is, and then Lucas will be able to walk through all that this engagement will look like. We'll run through the requirements, and then there'll be time for questions at the end. So we are really looking forward to sharing some goodness here. Go ahead, Nasha, you can take it away.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Alyssa, and welcome everyone to today's special session. I am really, really excited about this. I am Nyasha Tandwani. I'm the co-founder of BCPA and also the CEO of Real Impact Technology Consulting out of Seattle and Sao Paulo, Brazil. So when we founded and started BCPA, it was about using our collective power and collective access to create opportunities for partners who look like us. We're at a trying time today as DEI programs get cut back and the big corporates aren't able to support us the same way that they could. However, we have phenomenal partners stepping up in the community to make sure that we continue to provide opportunities to grow and showcase Black-owned businesses that are performing at the highest level. So with that, um, I had the pleasure of meeting Lucas a few years ago and starting to build a relationship, and had the pleasure of watching him grow his business over that time and watching how he executes. And his offer to mentor and partner with other Black partners in the dynamic space show us his playbook and how he executes it in tandem with Microsoft is a gift that we need to accept and need to really support him with. And so I also had the pleasure of spending some time with Lucas at the Dynamics Partner Summit a couple of weeks ago, which had a number of Microsoft leaders, and got to see firsthand the relationships that Lucas has built within the Dynamics community, and also how he is leveraging those, making introductions and providing opportunities for other partners like myself. So we have a phenomenal program, an opportunity to go to the Dynamic Summit. I went to a 200-person version of this event. We have, I believe the last one, there were about 5,500 partners and clients at the Dynamics Community Summit. It's a phenomenal opportunity to engage, to connect. What Lucas is offering, both from the perspective of space in his booth for you to have your partner meetings, a free ticket to a $1,799 event for up to 25 partners. It's unheard of. If you are anywhere in your partner journey, if you are advanced and have a complete understanding and want to connect with other partners so you can do partner to partner business, it's incredible. Um, I will say if you're earlier in business and meet the requirements, I would still go. In 2017, I took a trip to Inspire in DC, the big Microsoft partner conference at the time, where I was nowhere near ready to go from the business. But it gave me such insight into how high performing partners operate that it allowed me to recalibrate my business. And so with that, I'm going to take the time to introduce Lucas. Um, Lucas Diaz is a strong advocate of BCPA. He took part initially in some of our programs, is how we got to connect. He's an innovator and a thought leader and a disruptor. And as you'll see today, he wants to flip the status quo on his head. You don't have a more powerful advocate in the dynamic space today than you do in Lucas, that is connected enough to make those connections that you really need to help your business grow. He's the founder of Ludia Consulting, a fast track partner, and with deep knowledge of the Dynamics platform. As part of Ludia Consulting, Lucas is also a community leader in various nonprofits. He has done a phenomenal job of connecting his willingness to give back to his ability to connect that to the business and really look at ways to donate and provide services in a way that makes the community and the planet better. As part of Ludia, um, Lucas has a long track record of working with dynamics, and I am so happy and so proud that we have a community member that is stepping up. Mr. Lucas Diaz, please take the mic.
Thank you, Nyasha, and thank you, everyone. It is not only an honor to be here, but I'm just so happy to see. I see also some familiar faces here in the on the attendee list. Mr. Is that Will McClendon? The Will McClendon that we all know from Hitachi or now RSM? Is that correct? Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, sir, for joining. So, team, some of you may not know me, and so my name is Lucas Diaz, and thank you for allowing me the opportunity. I'm going to give a little bit of background on the personal side. I am from Portland, Oregon here, and I've been doing dynamics for close to 20 years. Be living in the Microsoft sphere. I am the descendant or from basically back in the day in Colombia, from the days of slavery and the days of being a minority, growing up through a community and things like that. And one of the things that I was taught was that knowledge is everything and all you need. And so having the opportunity to take that and do something with it is the most important part of life. So that's what I was taught. And as we grown here, maybe I'll talk a little bit about the business, is that we have the opportunity to do the same for us, for our communities and our teams. So I want to bring you all under my wing and show you what I know, what I've done in my business and growing from literally $2,200 in this year. In 6 years, we've gone to 10 million in revenue. That is our target for this year. It's not an easy task, but it takes a lot of knowledge and it takes a lot of tricks, tips, and things like that to get ahead, to really understand Microsoft, to really know how we've worked with it. I have some team members joining us here, Alina, Rachel, who are going to also be present at the summit and this opportunity that we're going to go into here shortly. But this is an opportunity for us to grow together, to leverage each other, and also to really hit revenue targets. Team, everything I know will be yours. We're going to have a series of sessions here as we go along, but I really ask you that you put in just as much effort that we are on the Ludia side, because this is not an opportunity that we're going to keep on giving. This is a one-time opportunity for us to reach the summit, reach new heights. With that, I've enlisted a number of folks here, other leaders, specifically in Microsoft and the Dynamic Community team, to help this make a reality. So please, team, do not take it lightly. This is a big deal. You have the opportunity to turn your business into just a tremendous opportunity, visibility, as we get and bring you under the wing in the Dynamics community. So before I get started, just any questions or anything from anyone? All right. So I want to start here with Ludia Consulting, and I'm going to share my screen so we have a little bit of context. And everybody can see my screen. Could I get a thumbs up or an amen? Okay. I assume, Elisa, we see it?
Amen.
All right. Thank you. Awesome. So here's who we are. This is our baseline introduction, and we created with a vision. So about 6 years ago, we basically knew that there was a need in the economy, as things were changing in the United States with regards to physical operations and Microsoft Dynamics technologies. So we wanted to create a company that was focused on getting the very best of Microsoft, implementing it, and having success together with Microsoft. What we did is basically we're a minority owned partner, and so an MBE certified by the state of Oregon, and reciprocally in the United States. But we wanted to do something different. We wanted to create a partner that was also empowering the communities as we went along, but also doing the right thing for our customers. We picked an industry, we picked our partnerships, we picked a path, and we became Ludia Consulting. Now we're close to being 50 team members, and like I mentioned earlier, our target of getting $10 million in revenue, and started self-funded from about 2,200. I think we had about 5 grand in between the two of us, Andreas and myself. And today we're actually making a change and bringing every single one of you guys. So I can't be more excited for that. One of the things that we did, and I want to teach in future cases, is the ability to work with Microsoft at a different level, working not only with the engineering team. What does fast track mean? What is the leverage of using that and the power to having successful projects with your customers, successful ISVs, successful migrations? What are some of the certifications that we got, and how did we get our industry focus, and why does it matter when talking to your customers? I want to show all of this to you. This is us. This is Ludia Consulting. We actually bring Microsoft together for our customers. We are an implementer. We're in what we call an SI here with accelerators. As some of you may also may be ISVs, some of you may be on the security or change management, PMO, and so on. This is us. So just FYI, when I come from certain topics or talk about Microsoft sales, I look at it from the service provider perspective. So one of the things that we've done here at Ludia is become super trusted in our market. So what we've done is we created referenceable customers. And why does this matter? Because some of these customers are going to go in the summit with us. But we'll get to that a little bit later. But we're super invested in our customers, in our success, in documenting it, in sending it, celebrating it together with Microsoft. And we have a precise scope as to what we're chasing. So it's super clear across the marketplace who Ludia is. So that's a little bit about us, but it's a preface, because what the opportunity here is for us to go together to summit. Elisa, anything else you want me to add? Nyasha, anything from your side?
Nothing on my end. I keep on trucking.
All right, all right, all right. Since I'm sharing my screen, so what is the opportunity that presented to us, guys? We have the backing of an incredible group of folks at Dynamic Communities. So they are an organization that is super focused on growing communities, providing opportunities. We did this last year with an organization called Tech Fluent to be able to bring BPOC community members, to get him jobs, to get him that opportunity. And this year, they're not only going to do that and support him, but they also took us up and taken 25 partners and being able to provide passes for them to get the exposure to over 5,500 users, what we call users of Dynamics, or business applications. These are customers. These are partners. On top of that, there's going to be Microsoft folks there in a giant melange of just absolute goodness and greatness and sales opportunities for all of us. So when is it? So I believe is here in October 13th and 17th. And what our goal is to educate and share the strategy and the tools and what we do at the summit. And we're going to do it together. We have a 20 by 20 booth, which is not small. It's one of the biggest ones that they offer. And we are also a platinum sponsor for this event. And I want to share half of the booth with you. This booth is going to be a central point in which you can connect with your customers. We can elevate, coach, and also we're going to get the support to amplify through dynamic communities. They're going to amplify your companies, the partnership with BCPA, and bring us together with Microsoft. So now, this actually, if we really look at who is there, you also have MVPs, and it's business application centric, but it is not necessarily just Dynamics. It's not just Power Apps. It's not just Power Automate or Power BI or things like that. It's all of it combined. So we have the ability to walk away with a pipeline or at least opportunities that have some potential for revenue for our companies. Okay, shifting gear here. I talked about 5,500. There's going to be an opportunity for each one of us to learn something as well. There's going to be over 600 sessions. So, what that is that you will be able to attend any session that you believe can benefit your business, interact with others as well that are in the same journey or trying to learn that area, and you can connect. I've had leads. I personally had a lead that was about $1 million for our business come out of one of those sessions that we did. We just started talking to the right people. We walked out, we did a follow up, we did a demo, we talked about what we could do, and it ended up $1 million, guys. It's not, it's that big of an impact. So there's going to be academy classes and things like that, but Microsoft is going to surround this event. Which part of Microsoft is the Brian Roche, is the seller leaders, the Steve Cohen's, so the guys who actually manage the regions at Microsoft sellers. So being able to create a relationship trust with them is an incredible opportunity. I'm more than willing to introduce together with my team, support you and get you there if you haven't met them. We're going to talk about the sales strategy of the sellers and how this is broken out later, but I'm just posing the opportunity for all of us. So come with me. There's certain requirements and there's also an ask that we must do is that number one, that you're on your route of becoming a renowned partner, established partner. Why? Because team, we this will take some serious commitment with follow-ups, with processes, and refining your pitch. So we need to ensure that you have a rigor there. Plus, also will come with an ask. There's going to be other people that look like us at this summit, sponsored by Tech Fluent. I want you entrepreneurs to also take and reach out and collaborate with the Tech Fluent folks, collaborate with others, and create a community. Our goal, personally, if there's more of us there. And Nyasha, you saw it right last or 2 weeks ago. We need more diversity. We need more opportunity for all of us. That's my overview here. I look forward to bringing you as part of this journey. Again, I will be completely open, share anything and everything that I've learned in my journey of the last 6 years with the hope of increasing your revenue and the hope of increasing the impact that you have in your communities. Team, just remember that the knowledge that you get here, you will have to spread it to others so that we all grow together. That's my only ask for you. I'm going to dedicate my time and my team's time and money for this. So I'm not taking this lightly. So want to make sure that those who want to attend the summit do it correctly and also want to grow. So that's pretty much my spiel here, team. I'm incredibly excited. Alisa, anything else that we want to add?
Yeah, why don't we walk through what it takes to participate? What does the lead up look like? So, I know we have a deck that we can share, but I know this is a tremendous, tremendous opportunity. So, again, we are so grateful, but let's see what it takes to really be able to take part. You've talked about this commitment. We talked about how you're really, really dedicated to leaning in. And so what does that dedication and lead up look like? Luis, could I have you flash up all the other
Fantastic.
deck and then we can walk through the roadmap a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. And before, while I'm switching here, do we have anyone from Dynamic Communities here on the call? I know they were trying to join, so I wanted them to just give us a couple of seconds here, or you know what, we'll improvise. Um, William, you there, Mr. McClendon? Ha! Could you give us a word? And I
Hey
don't think we
Lucas,
have the
look,
mic
I
here.
think I think we have to pull him on stage. So give us a second.
Uh-huh.
McClendon, your mic is muted. If you could unmute that, you should be able to speak.
There it goes. I appreciate that. Hey, Lucas. Hey, guys. How you doing? My name is William McClendon, Microsoft MVP. Been in the space for a little bit of time now. Also pretty involved with Dynamic Communities. They're the ones that are going to be sponsoring the summit event. No, yes, no, that's user group. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah, Dynamic
sorry about that,
Communities.
Lucas. What do you want to know about Dynamic Communities, folks? Here, how about that? What would you like me to say? Sorry.
Yeah, in well, so interestingly enough, you've attended the summit. You,
Yes,
what partner are you with?
yes. So when I was with Summit, I was partnering with Hitachi as a participant as a speaker. Summit is an amazing opportunity. I went to my first summit 4 years ago, and we went back to in person in Orlando, and then we did Charlotte. Each event for us personally have yielded a lot of opportunity and leads for our various partners and organizations. So it's an event that is well worth the effort of attending, and I make it a point to go every year. So
And well, just to quick question here is, for folks who's never been before, what do you see as the opportunity? Do you believe that there's a good amount of opportunity for all? What is your take here? I just want to share the sentiment of how powerful this is.
oh oh wow. So I think the first time I was there, I was a little bit taken back at the amount of opportunities that were presented. Just with casual conversations, you'll be rubbing shoulders with people who own their own businesses or who are in the C suite that are responsible for digital transformations for different organizations who are quite frankly looking for simple solutions, or maybe it's very complex, but the idea is that these doors are open. So there is a to echo this, there is a great need for diversity within our space, and opportunities like this at Summit are huge in attendance. So uh, I can't understate how important it is to be there in person, and it's well worth it.
Perfect. And team, I'm going to see if Michael is going to join us here from Dynamic Community. So we'll give him just a second. But Alisa, you want me to go to the one through T, one, two, three?
Yeah, let's walk through just those are some of those are the requirements, the 1, 2, 3, and then we'll walk through the roadmap of the program, what it's going to take to get the road to the summit. What does that plan look like? So
Perfect.
let's start there.
Okay. Awesome. So number one, team, you must be eager to grow within the Microsoft ecosystem. You must. This is not a what we call like a sleepy event. This is time. This is hustle time. If we don't have the hustle, it's not going to be a good time. It's going to be overwhelming. So we're going to help you get there. So we want this burning desire to grow. Number two is that we have to ensure that there's some mechanics in your business that must be already established. So 250,000 in annual revenue. So what does that mean? That means that you have the capability of creating statements of work. You've been through the sales process. You know what the quoting process may look like. You have the ability to close and deliver some either services, software, or uh, anything else from your business. So this basically ensures that you're able to handle the weight of the opportunities that are going to come your way. And so we're going to be able to talk from entrepreneur to entrepreneur to basically enhance this revenue opportunity. And number three, strategy is everything here at this event. You're going to encounter Microsoft users, other partners, right? So Will is another partner in the community. A sales strategy is how are you going to talk to them? How are we going to basically go to direct to customer pitches? So the app meetup folks are going to join us as part of this journey. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but we got to be ready as to what our strategy is going to be. What are we going to say? How are we going to look like? Who are we going to interact with? How are we going to introduce each other and support each other? That all has to be part of our sales strategy because we're all together here. So if there's any questions, I see some items popping up in the chat. Please, if you have additional more items or questions, more than happy to go ahead and answer them via email. And I see Michael, you joined us here. And Michael, I don't know if you had some trouble here. Could we also allow Microsoft microphone rights to Michael? Nyasha?
Yeah, sure. Luis, can you take care of that, please? Thank you.
Yes. Michael, can you raise your hand for me, please? Just so I can try and find you.
I think there we go.
I've got Michael. You have rights.
Fantastic. So with thank you, Michael, for joining, and I'm putting you on the spot here. But Michael has been a supporter of this initiative. Michael is the brains behind Dynamic Community Summit. He is the CFO, and he does all these things for us. And when we first met a few years ago, we mentioned the idea and the dream of bringing the opportunity to others. So Michael, we're super thankful for this, and I just wanted to give you a quick couple minutes to just describe the opportunity as well from your perspective, aligned with this requirements.
Absolutely, and thank you. I apologize, guys. I could not. Nothing was working on my team. So, Lucas, thank you so much. It is a great opportunity. I have the privilege to work with Lucas for I'm going to say almost 2 years now, and Summit is a community-based event. I just want to be very crystal clear. It's not a Microsoft event. It is for Microsoft Business Application 100%, but it's not run by Microsoft. It runs by our organization, and with us having the privilege to work with the community members and provide information from users to users. From a partner perspective, we have a very sizable representation. And I know, Lucas, I know we keep talking about Summit, but we do also have the pre-conference for partners for Summit. So I think this is maybe something we can take on the side. But effectively, each one of you that could participate there will have the opportunity to actually, meet a lot like Microsoft colleagues and Microsoft MVPs that they've been in the industry from few to 30 years, industry experts. You will get a chance to meet a whole bunch of other partners, commingle with them, get their perspective, get an opinion of how they were able to grow their practice, and then obviously met with thousands of users, so you get a better understanding of what actually user wants to, how do they interact with the community, what are the true needs behind that. So I worked with Lucas extensively last year on another project, and when he brought that idea, I was, I'm a very big supporter of, for us promoting and do anything we can do to grow your organization and help you actually, outline and be able to support you in all these, grow revenue and the strategy that, that Lucas has identified. As I talked to him, we had a chance to meet at BZAP's conference, which was about 2 weeks ago, and he was there participating. I believe also there was somebody else. I believe his name was Nyasha, that he was also participating as a connection from, as a member of, BCPA. And I thought it was, it was a very, very good event, and to get a little, like a small taste of what Summit is. BizApps was just only for partners, was like 300 plus. Summit we expect 5,500 people, and there's about 270 sponsor firms, which is like different SIs, ISVs of the Microsoft ecosystem. But in addition to that, there's a whole bunch of other partners that are participating without a booth, without a sponsorship, but they're coming in as speakers. If somebody wants to further expand their knowledge for Microsoft, there's about 700 sessions across all disciplines, all the different ERPs, Great Plains, Business Central, as well as AXFO, Power Platform, Fabric, Copilot sessions. Microsoft have a strong presence. We have probably about 60 Microsoft speakers covering about 90 sessions. So, and it's an event that it has its own vibe too. It's not just all work. There's opportunity to commingle with everybody else, and and have fun too after hours. Traditionally, the Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, different firms have their own, their own parties. On Wednesday night, we have a big Texas celebration in San Antonio at the Riverwalk. So I think it's a unique opportunity, and there's nothing really to lose there. But effectively, we will give you, a more enhanced understanding of how you can achieve your long-term goals. Lucas, did I forget something?
That's fantastic. And Michael, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have the opportunity to grow and in the way that we did in just having the exposure. So you guys acted as a platform for us, and
Yes.
also we must. There will be another minority group and nonprofit there, Tech Fluent, and we must support this ecosystem. So I encourage everyone who will move forward with us to know that there's a requirement to also give back. We must look at this as a long-term plan. For us at Ludia, we didn't just go to Summit 1 year and everything was beautiful. We had to basically continue, invest, go, present. We have 10 sessions this year from Ludia at the Summit. So we had to put a lot of elbow grease to remain relevant. So it's not a once and done. It's not an easy. It's something that you must put effort to. As much as you're getting out of it, you got to put into it. So I just want to highlight that.
Lucas, can I raise also two small
Yes.
comments, if that's okay? So the first thing I do want to mention is that, the Tech Fluent, which is the initiative that, Lucas and Ludia are very intimately involved in. Effectively, it's like, supporting underprivileged individuals and making sure that, they train them in Microsoft business applications and take them all the way to actually become, getting employed by firms. Dynamic Communities and Community Summit supported that last year. We sponsored 15 individuals. This year, we're doing a few more than that. And what was remarkable about that is that actually we, these 15 individuals, they completed the whole program. And we actually, 5 of them got job offers when they were at Summit. And that was the best thing that ever happened from my perspective, because that kind of completed the whole cycle and gave them an opportunity to get in the tech industry, something that they wanted. And as we're going to 2024, we continue that. We're going more aggressively. We'll have some funds raised for them. We're still sponsoring them. We're doing more than that. I personally am interviewer, and I'm supporting my own personal time for that, because I think it's something that is remarkable. The way I see this, when I spoke with Lucas, is Lucas told me, hey, you know why I love this, and I think you guys can, the Dynamic Communities platform and Summit can play a role. Because he says, I was this guy a few years ago. And that totally resonates from the perspective that then it was able to put in my mind saying, okay, there is definitely big opportunities. As I said, I have the utmost respect for Lucas and what he's providing back to the Microsoft community, what he was able to deliver, and be able to have, provide support for others to have, individuals having a similar journey like Lucas. It will be, I think it's a win-win for everybody. So
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you,
Thank you. So come with me. Anything we're going to share our booth. We're going to be side by side, working, dealing, hustling, talking, and growing. So we're going to do this together. And I want to make sure that we are all prepared, right? We're all going to have each other's backs. So it's a unique opportunity here for all of us. And can't wait to get started. The BCPA team has been at work into what this program is going to look like. It's going to be, I believe, 8 weeks till summit now that we are, and it's all made to get us there. So let's go forward with the next slide.
Hey, Lucas, real quick before you
Yeah.
move on. I do know that Lucas put his contact information out there because Lucas is awesome and he wants to make sure that he gives us time. I think for the people that are participating, please wait for a form so you can apply, we can gather information. And because Lucas being bombarded obviously by 33 emails today is not really going to make for a productive day for Lucas. So just hold off. Definitely connect on LinkedIn. We'll get the form out so you can apply. But yeah, Lucas just trying to preserve some of your time since you're donating so much already.
Absolutely. And that's, yes, please know that I'm a mentor and a supporter. BCPA is providing the structure, right? So just thank you so much, Niasha, for that, because we need an organization here for all of us, right? It's a lot of us coming from different areas of the country and possibly the world. So we gotta have BCPA be our structure. So thank you. Okay. Uh, Elisa, do you want me to walk through the agenda, or do you guys want to handle it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. This because you'll be intimately involved. I'll just tee it up for us, though. As part of this effort to get our community to the summit. You've heard this remarkable opportunity. You've heard the networking, the connections, and just the value that is there and what it can do to drive impact for your business. But with that comes preparation. And so, in order to prepare, we have put together a 9-week program that allows you to not bombard Lucas with questions via email, but instead have a carefully curated guide all the way to to leading up to the week to the summit, where Lucas has volunteered his time, as well as we've engaged at Meetup to help support some of the additional components to the summit, which or to the road to the summit program, which will allow you to feel prepared to know what it takes to get there. So Lucas, you can go ahead and take it away, but I wanted to just maybe tee it up for us a bit.
Thank you, Lisa. Yes, indeed, right? So this is going to take some time and effort and investment on your side, no doubt. And this program is made for us to be ready to be at the working side by side. So let's talk a little bit about August, right? We're going to talk about an overview, what the fundamentals, who's going to be there, where are we going to be at, how we're going to get there, what is the sessions, how to understand where to sign up for sessions, kind of getting you ready as to what this is going to be, some fundamentals of us in how we're going to play together. Then we're going to talk about your pitch, effective communication. You're going to be a go, 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 and it's going to be a bit overwhelming. There was one time at Summit, I had 16 meetings back to back in a day, and it's grueling, but it's you got to just have this effective communication as to what you do, what you believe in, what are you going to deliver value for customers, what is it being able to connect and say, team, in here you should be able to say, hey, you know what, I need somebody from my cohort, let's call it that, and be able to say, hey, I need somebody to help me here. That's not an area I'm familiar with, or being able to effectively just do this pitch. So at Meetup's going to join us and help us with that. The hustle, right? How does it work within dynamics, at least in the business applications? How do we deliver the value? How do we attract this customer to say, let's have a follow up? Let me bring in somebody else. all those things. So it's true hustle. In September, we're going to talk about sales strategy, how we have incorporated into the Microsoft sales, right? There's a lot of information out there, but I want to share with you what has worked for us, how we've taken the MAL, how we've met with the M1s, how we've met with the sales leaders and get trust embedded within those relationships so that we are a partner that they're aware of. We are going to give them something for them to remember us, right? Then we're going to talk about your post-event plan. What are the follow-ups? How are we going to follow up with folks that we learned? How are you going to give back and be involved from here on out? What is the post-event plan? And how do we do some goals and market yourself as well? There's going to be some sessions there because this is an ongoing revenue generation opportunity, not a once and done type of thing. And then we're going to do some cross checks, or what we do a flight check, right? When you're about to take off the plane, they do a cross check complete. That's what we're going to do in October. We're going to basically validate, do you have what you need? Your hotels, do you have the logistics? Do you have everything? You have your decks, your pitch ready, everything. And being able to do a final flight check here as part of right before we go to Summit all together. So all of this is guided to elevate every single one of us. I am going to also learn with you. So please do not, I repeat, do not take it lightly because there's a lot of people that are committing to you. So please ensure that you give it back twice fold. That's the whole relationship here. So give it back to the community, to the tech fluent, to Dynamics community, and show up prepared. So that's the agenda and a road to summit team. I'm incredibly excited, and I'll be presenting and sharing everything I have and everything I've learned as part of building my business.
Hey, Lucas, just as we go to Q&A, I think one of the things that's really important there is when you are interfacing with Microsoft Sales, for example, and this happened to me directly, so I can speak to it. If you're talking about something that they're not metric on and not interested in, they will turn off in a heartbeat. So it'll take less than 15 seconds for that conversation, and they will actively start looking for someone else to talk to. It's not an insult. It's just that you haven't crafted what you're communicating effectively in a way to address something they care about. So the things that we're looking at here is how to effectively be able to get your value proposition across very quickly to the right audience. There's going to be 3 target audiences or more presented here. And so how to have the right conversation about your offering at the right time with the right person is critical. And with that, Lucas, thank you so much for the presentation. We'll open it up to Q&A.
Feel free to raise your hand if you have a question or drop your question in the chat. I think one thing that's important to note is, as we talk about just what part of the offer is this is a $1,799 ticket that is being sponsored, and it's for an invaluable opportunity. So, really, we're looking for commitment. We're looking for a community to come together and really make an impact, make a splash at this event. I see, is that Carol? Carol has a question. I'll let you come off mute, Carol. You should be able to come off mute and speak.
Okay, I'm an old person. It took me a while to figure that out. Good afternoon, everybody. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Very good.
All right, great. So my question, I have a twofold question, and may have missed it because my internet went out for a second. The information that starts next week, that roadmap that leads up to the conference, can you participate in one and not the other if there's a conflict with the dates? And if we decide to participate, how soon do we need to let you guys know to be eligible to receive the sponsored ticket?
So in order to participate, you need to participate in the program itself. for extenuating circumstances, we can talk about what that looks like. If it is coming together quickly, we understand there's an application on that slide right there. There's a form you can fill out, and then we will be able to submit. So we're sponsoring up to 25 folks. So spots are limited, but that application through that QR code, that's where we need you to apply and be ready to participate.
Thank you.
Thank you. William.
Hey, Lucas, excellent job. Appreciate this opportunity for Summit. Quick question. So when I saw the original posting, I joined because there was natural curiosity there. But I think there are many more that would love to know more about this opportunity. Is this a one-off, or is there any future plans or any plans for future opportunities like this that would probably take investment on Ludia's part as well? Or is this a one-off thing?
Lucas, you can address it, then I will.
To be honest, I don't think one-off is a proper term, but this is our first time, and we're gonna give it a go. So if we need others that could be potentially interested, let's pass it on.
Yeah.
Well, let's pass it on and get them onboarded, because based on the output of this, we're gonna learn a lot, and we have a shot and we have to take it. So I think once we come back from Summit, we will analyze what does next look like and what the involvement is going to be, and also sharing, because dynamic communities and the community as a whole is big, right? So we'll be expanding on that. But to answer your question, is we're starting here as a starting point. And
Perfect.
yes,
Thank you.
and Nyasha, you had another comment?
Yeah, I'll just say from the BCPA side. So one of the things we know is that support for our programs is disappearing, right? So our only ability to continue to support ourselves at this level is to execute when these opportunities are presented.
Yeah.
So the results of this initiative and what we do at Summit this year is going to impact whether we're able to deliver the same content at the same level for next year. I will say that, because of the things that both Lucas and other people mentioned, this is a conference which is massive, typically close to a $2,000 ticket, that for the price of a hotel room and a flight, you get to attend for 4 days. It's a phenomenal experience. I'm going to be out for a couple of days because I have another event that I have to go to. But I know, given what I saw at the Partner Summit, it's going to be worth the time for me to make the time investment, which is the only ask. We're not asking for money. We're asking for your time and your energy and your contribution. Who was next? Dele, I believe.
Or Alcana?
Alcana, I think, just went, unless she has another one.
No, Elkin
That
was a
was
guy.
Will.
That's me.
Okay.
Thanks, Anayasha. Hey, everybody. My name is Elkin Reed. I'm the founder, CTO at WorkOpti. And at WorkOpti, we built AI power data management built on top of Azure. So as an ISV, Lucas, we already utilize Azure API management to actually pull in data from Dynamics 365. And so like in our business, we're already working with like Accenture and others. Is there appetite for ISVs who have a unique approach that can really help to drive like Dynamics business forward by allowing leaders to get more value out of that infrastructure?
The answer is yes, but also let me flip it a little bit. A lot of Dynamics customers are there. It's an opportunity for you to present your ISV. A lot of partners are there. It's another opportunity for show your ISV. You see the trend?
Got
So
it. No, that's why I had to ask, but I feel what you're putting down. I definitely will be applying because I agree with like what Nyasha said. Because we do have to make an impact, and if we can like really get it to the end zone, this will be around.
Yes. And one last thing, Michael and team, I'm seeing the link for the sign up here as well. Michael, we got to work through the process of getting the BCPA code and those things. So
Right.
I would highly recommend that first, please fill in your application. We'll direct you as to how to best sign up to the summit. So just hold on that. So wanted to make that comment. So just FYI, Michael.
And yeah, 100%. And like they should be using the form that Alyssa forward now, right? So I think what Luis has sent earlier is just so you can see the summit and do not register there.
Yes. Thank you. Let's go with questions. Dale? And Dele. There we go.
Yep. Billy, you should be able to unmute.
Going once, going twice.
If not, you can.
No, I'm unmuted.
Okay.
Can you hear
You
me?
got it.
There you go.
Hi, Lucas. Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
Thanks for doing this. This is awesome. When we met in Vegas, I was kind of talking about this and we had talked a little bit. So this is awesome. Awesome. I'm kind of curious, following up on the earlier question as to not a one-time deal, like how does the collaboration include, part of the things like, small shops like ours have issue I have is building a pipeline. So I implement an ERP last year. I don't have anyone this year. My employees are gone. And then I need to, get another one. And then, we go through that cycle of off and on, off and on and on. So that's where I want to really think where I can get the most value. But is there any sort of potential for, joint opportunities to go out there jointly to sort of, for a particular customer and things like that? Would that be part of it?
Yeah, there's customers there,
No.
right? If I understood correctly, it was a bit hard to hear you, but there will be opportunity to meet customers who are looking for an implementation partner, they're looking for support, or they're new to Dynamics, or they're already on their journey. There's a mixture of all of it. So the answer is yes.
So for like, would we be able to, like, for some of my potential customers that opportunities I'm pursuing where I need sort of your experience and your calls to go in and is that a possibility of kind of collaborating together at that level to go after a particular account?
Yeah,
That working?
absolutely. So Deli, no doubt. Sorry if that was not explicitly called out. This is the opportunity for all of us to partner. This is the opportunity for all of us to say, hey, you know what? I don't do this. Who does this? We power at night and we talk about what opportunities there are. Hey, let me talk to this person. You talk to my guys. All these things. So absolutely, we actually encourage it, and that's why we're all together at one spot, right? Because not all of us are complementary to each other. That's the whole point, right? We're all, so as an entrepreneur or a growing organization, we must rely on others to grow. There's no self-made millionaires anywhere. Never met one. So it's about being able to say, hey, Alcana, let's talk about your ISV. You're doing AI, you're right, and APIs and things like that. Hey, there's an AI opportunity here. I'm doing something with Copilot Studio. Did you go to that session? Raise your hand. Could we partner? All of this. Back to that hustle statement. It's all of us hustling together.
Yeah, and I think importantly, Lucas, I mean, this is we've been able to achieve what we've been able to achieve independently. And when we bring it together, it's so much more effective. So I know on this call, so Dele, I mean, you're here, but that was a direct reach out that we had to you because I met you, we were in Vegas, and you do Dynamics, right? So it really is taking those relationships to build the business. But partner to partner is a massive portion of this, both amongst ourselves and with some of those bigger partners that Lucas had mentioned earlier. So your RSMs and other companies like that.
You bet. So yes, absolutely. Count on us to support, lead, and or pass any information to you. We're all in this together. That's why we all need to be at the same boat and at the same level as we show up as a unified front. So, yes.
Any
Yeah,
final questions? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so part of the BCPA platform is directory and marketplace and deal sharing. So Alyssa, if you want to address that, that's fine. If not, just keep a lookout, because the ability to get your company listed, the ability to put opportunities in, is something that we're actively working on the back end and should be delivered here shortly.
Thank you.
Okay, we have one last question.
Hey, folks. My name is Shaniel Eugenia, and I'm currently living in Curacao in the Caribbean, where we are also working with Microsoft Dynamics, and we want to engage with the community in the North Americas. And my question is, are there any limitations based on my location to join the program or visit the summit?
I wouldn't see any barrier, right? Just remember, there's three things that we try to go for. Is on the revenue side, the ability to hustle and the ability to have some mechanics in place. I don't see why not. Yeah, let's join. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's
please
perfect.
submit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've had
it's
people
just
from Nigeria in our accelerators. Just unless there's additional constraints, I think just apply and we'll see what we can make happen. If you meet the criteria, it should be all good.
Yep.
Great, thanks. I certainly will do. Thanks.
just
Okay.
just a quick comment also, Lucas. Like about 8% of the participants in the summit actually do come in from Europe, Africa, and Asia. So there is representation outside the US anyway.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Thank you. And there's so much more, Michael. You just prompted me to your guys' European presence, right? Or the growth there, the local chapters. There's so much to unpack there, and possibilities, team. We'll revisit those as we go along. This is just a start. So I know we only have 3 more minutes, but I wanted to just reiterate that, team. This is all of us. I'm going to show everything I got and how we got here at Ludia. Anything, nothing is off limits. I obviously, ask for your equal commitment to give it all, because there's some folks that are really coming up to bat for us and giving us this opportunity. There's literally tens of thousands of dollars flowing to make this happen, from donations, time, our booth, our time, our preparation, all of this. BCPA acting as the instrument to bring us all together. This is not a light opportunity. This is the opportunity to really create your revenue. So take it seriously. And I hope you're equally excited as the opportunity of us to come together. Also celebrate our just being a diverse community and also creating opportunity for others. It's our duty. So the knowledge that you get here as part of this program is, we encourage you to also share it, act as an incubator, support nonprofits that support minorities. It's our duty, team. So we're doing this so you can do that. And I count on every single one of you. Please apply. Please ask questions. We drop some of our contact information in there. But I am deeply honored to be with all of you guys. So let's go. Back to you, Elisa.
Wow, just a spectacular close. I am so excited for this opportunity, and we are grateful for partners like you, Lucas, to stand up and support the community. We've talked ad nauseum about how important it is for those who have figured out a pathway to be able to share those keys to success, and we are really looking forward to bringing the community along. So be sure once again to fill out the application in the chat or scan the QR code right there and apply. And we're looking forward to bringing a strong showing to the Dynamics Communities event from BCPA. And we really, really appreciate your leadership and stewardship, Lucas. So thank you again, and thank you all so much for joining today.
Thank you, BCPA. Let's roll.
Right. Take care. Let's do this.
Okay, everyone. Bye.